Welcome back to the Tax-Free Millionaire Blueprint. So today, this video that I'm doing is actually an update to a video that I previously did on this channel where we were discussing the divorce settlement of Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker. So Kandi Burruss, mogul, celebrity businesswoman, and Todd Tucker, businessman, were together for 11 years. And recently they went through a back and forth legal dispute over what was going to happen in the settlement. So today we are updating the terms that we actually had from that prior video. So I told you that if anything was not accurate in that video, that we will go ahead and do the update because a lot of people want to know about the divorce settlement and who gets what. So the financial terms in asset division of Todd Tucker and Kandi Burruss. So I have everything written down here. So I'm going to start with the cash settlement. So basically, it seems that Kandi has a cash settlement that Kandi must pay Todd a one-time lump sum of $426,000. Now, previously, it was said that she had to pay $2 million to Todd. So that's a big difference from the $2 million that was previously reported. So there is no ongoing support. Todd will receive no monthly child support or spousal support. Alimony. The couple's collection of 11 cars was divided. Todd's share was 6 vehicles. He has a 2020 Mercedes G-Wagon, 2023 Range Rover, 2020 Porsche 911, 1973 Ford Bronco, a 1963 Lincoln, and a Ford Transit van. Kandi's share of vehicles include 5 vehicles: 2022 Bentley SUV, Cadillac Escalade, Ford F-250, Porsche Cayenne SUV, and a 1963 Chevrolet Camaro. Sports tickets. Todd paid Kandi $38,000 to settle his share of the balance for their 25-26 Atlanta Hawks season tickets, which Kandi will retain. And also, the pair will split their credit card reward points and agree to sell their food truck that they own together. So, as far as the residence, it says that Todd must vacate Kandi's guest house within 15 days of the parenting agreement being signed. And the child custody agreement is that they share joint custody of their 2 children, Ace, who is 9, and Blaze, who is 6. Kandi retains control over the children's passports. While the personal divorce is settled, a separate lawsuit involving the Todd Tucker Restaurant Group and Blaze Steakhouse over approximately $200,000 in unpaid rent is ongoing. However, Kandi was recently dropped from that specific lawsuit, which will proceed against Todd's group. So this is the update. So we see there are some differences from what was reported before. So it seems they have settled everything, and this is the final agreement. So I wanted to come to you and tell you all the information about this divorce settlement because it seems that, in my opinion, the prenup that Kandi had prior to the marriage was a very good strategy for her. And it seems like she was able to retain the things that she wanted to retain, and there was no person that felt like they lost. So it seems to be a situation that turned out fair because Kandi had a prenup. That strategy placed her, to keep some of the things that she had prior to the marriage. So that is the update on that. However, I want to let you listen to this video of Kandi discussing this finalized divorce that she just went through and the settlement aspects in her own words that she has. So listen to this.
Everything is split evenly, even when it comes to the financial part of it. We had properties together that we had to split equally. And, basically it's just so we just have to end up with equal equity. And so, as far as I guess it said who got what properties, if I ended up with one more, I just had to pay the difference of. So we're still equal in what we got.
Gotcha.
It's just because I ended up with more on the property side, then I just paid the difference of. So it's not like I had to pay him. You get what I'm saying?
I got you. What was but in the settlement, from what I'm going off of what TMZ is reporting, and from what they're reporting a number. I believe it's like $426,000.
Right. What I'm saying is, if you read the whole thing, which is, I guess, is open to the public,
Yeah.
we have to be equal in the equity that we have in the properties that we own together.
Got you. Okay, so that's separate.
Is
that separate? Oh, that's all.
No,
so
that's not
how they
separate.
got
It's
to
all
that number.
together.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is we have to be equal in what we both take out of the properties. So
Gotcha.
if we didn't sell the properties and we just did based off of, well, I'm gonna take these two, you take whatever, but my properties may be worth more, then I have to pay the difference so that we're both still equal.
Got
You
you.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, so that is Kandi basically discussing the way that the divorce settlement went. So what she says in her own words is that it was an equal payout, although she may have a property that has a value that is different from the property that Todd has. If that's the case, and when there was a situation like that with her property or properties, the difference had to be paid out in cash. So it had to be liquid, as far as the value being equal. So, as I said, it seems that the prenup that Kandi had did work, and that they both, took home or took out of the divorce, let's just say, equal amount. They took an equal amount out of the marriage. So no one is leaving with more or less. Basically, they're just basically dividing the value of the assets that they have in a fair way, in a fair manner. So a lot of people thought that Todd was going to take, everything from Kandi, or Kandi was going to lose out because she worked so hard and everybody has known her and seen her do so much. Kandi is on Broadway. Kandi is a real housewife of Atlanta. Kandi is a singer. She's been on tour with her girls group Escape. So she's been doing so much that we know of, and maybe some things that a lot of us, are not even aware of. In the back, she has the restaurants, so Kandi, they have the restaurants. So Kandi was doing a lot. And they were married for 11 years. So I'm sure in 11 years, they've built some things together that were successful and were meant to be split in a fair way. And so that's what they did. So that is the update with Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker. And if you like to see these stories broken down and basically, I go into detail about, how it affects taxes and business and wealth and tax strategies, download my free wealth blueprint. It is in the description. Thanks for watching this video.